Day 3 is your pull day. Again, just like day 1 and 2, you're going to start with an Olympic lift. If you do have experience with this, again, do the required amount of weight in your packet. If you do not have experience with it, I'm going to show you a few training progressions that are going to help you become good at this lift. So again, pick the bar up just like you would for any other lift. Chest down, head up, pick the bar up. Now the difference between this lift and the others that you've done is the hand position. This grip is actually very wide. Okay, so this is my grip. Arms should be out pretty far away from the hips. A good way to, if you really want to get detailed and find out exactly how far away your grip should be, take a tape measure and measure from your opposite shoulder to the end of your knuckles. That's how far away your snatch grip should be. So this shoulder blade, to the ends of the knuckles. That is exactly how far your grip should be. So I've got my grip. The hang position looks like this. If you remember the dumbbell one-arm snatch, the starting position is exactly the same. It's a half Romanian deadlift. Okay, the hips are back, the shoulders are forward. This is your starting position. Back flat, head up, hips loaded. This is not your starting position. You do not take this from a squat with your chest up. You got to have your hips back, chest forward, shoulders in front of the knees. This is your starting position. Training progression 1 is a high pull, just like we did before. Looks like this. Pop the hip, just like we did with the deadlift. Very aggressive pop of the hip, and then a high pull. Remember, keep the bar very close to the body. You don't want to do a front raise. Don't front raise it. Lead with the elbows. Drive it up towards the ceiling. Second progression. To learn how to catch the bar, you may want to practice a few overhead squats. So get your grip. You can use the barbell if you wish. But practicing the overhead squat will ensure that you can catch it with proper technique. Try to keep your weight centered, keep your arms up overhead, squat down as low as you can. Once you've mastered the high pull and the overhead squat, you're ready to put all the moves together. The complete barbell hang clean, or hang snatch, looks like this. Once you're done with your first set, make sure you take the appropriate amount of rest and then complete the rest of your sets on the hang snatch. Once you're done with all of the sets, make sure you move on to circuit number 1. And now we're going to show you your first circuit. Okay, circuit number 1 begins with a seated row. Now if you don't have this one at your fitness facility, you can use any machine that allows you to achieve this movement. Just a straight pull back. Any seated row machine will do. So this is your first exercise. Make sure that you're challenging yourself for the number of reps that you have to do. If you could do 2 or 3 more reps than required, the weight was too light. So sit up tall, grab the handles, pull straight back. Second exercise is called a barbell deadlift. A lot of you are probably familiar with this exercise. If you're not doing it currently the way that I'm going to describe it, then make the adjustments. Because when you come here, we lift things a certain way. Barbell deadlift. Same starting position, exact same starting position as the barbell power clean. Alternating grip, as the barbell Romanian deadlift. Alternating grip, bar in close to the legs, and then pick up with your shoulders above your hips. Pop your hip into the bar, and then set it down the same way. Bar close to the legs, chest up, head up. Stand up with your shoulders rising above your hips. Pop your hip forward into the bar. That's the barbell deadlift. Your last exercise in this circuit is called a dumbbell Turkish get-up. Now the get-up is a little bit more involved than this. I'm just going to show you the end of it. So it's the Turkish get-up end. This is the last part of the move. So you're going to start with one dumbbell overhead. Whichever hand is holding the dumbbell, you're going to take a big lunge step back with the opposite leg. Alright, so it's on my right hand, I'm going to step back with my left leg. Drop your knee to the floor, put your eyes on the dumbbell, and then reach your hand out to the side of your hip, keeping your eyes on the dumbbell. And then all you do is get back up. Shoulders over the hip. Keep your eyes forward at this point. Stand up. And then repeat. So again, I'll show you another one. Make sure when you reach to the outside of your hip, you don't fall back. Reach straight to the outside of the hip. Don't fall back. And try to reach behind your hip. Okay? Take each stage separately. Don't rush it. There are distinct phases of this movement. Make sure you're going through each one with us at a slow pace. Looks like this. Lunge back, down, eyes on the dumbbell, reach, whole hand on the floor, up, stand up. Once you've completed all the reps on the right side, go to the left. Once you're completed with the Turkish get-up, you're going to go back to the beginning of the circuit and complete sets until you're done with the entire thing. Next circuit, circuit 2, we're going to show you that right now.